حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله الذي كفى، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد المصطفى. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدقه النبي الكريم، ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Dear brothers and sisters and some young Muslims in the audience, I give khutbahs all around the country, and it's very rare to see some young people in the audience, because when Salat is happening, school is happening. So may Allah bless these young people. They grow up to become better Muslims than we are, inshallah. And may Allah bless those parents who make sure that they bring their children here. And whenever it is possible for you, I hope you will try to do that as well. 5 years ago, the world did not know there is something called Rohingyas. People just simply didn't know. And thanks to Muslims working with each other and using all media available to them, mostly social media, the world came to know that there are Muslims called Rohingya who are being persecuted. God has honored me from the heart of the Muslim community to chair Burma Task Force, which is a coalition of 18 Muslims organizations in America and Canada. When we started, it was almost like hitting the wall, no response. Gradually, people realize, so although situation is terrible, actually it is beyond terrible, but there are some silver lining to it. These brothers and sisters and young children, they're suffering for 50 years. Exactly 40 years ago, 250,000 of them were thrown out of Burma. And every few years, that many people are thrown out. So it's an old issue. But nobody knew about it. Even Muslims did not know about it. The world didn't even notice it. So it's changing. It's changing because of you. It's changing because Muslims are using all means of communication available to them. It's changing because Muslims who are politically active and are connected with their elected representatives, they make sure that they are on the right side. United States Congress became the first elected body of people anywhere in the world to pass a resolution in support of Rangers. And some months later, Pakistan also did that. But fact of the matter is, because of the efforts which we place in there, the bottom line is that God controls the world. Right? Agree? That's why we say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. We make dua to him. But he is the one who controls the world. He has told us, لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. Human being, none of you deserve something because you ask for it. It is what you strive for, what you make an effort for. That's what you will get. That's what God is saying. So whatever happens, any of you who make any effort through political connections, through using social media, participating in demonstration, giving a dime here and there, this is all being counted in the eyes of the one who matters. That's where my success and your success come from. I landed in Bangladesh. And as I started in that vehicle towards the camps, I see beautiful landscape, little hilly, green, left and right. Not very far is the longest beach in the world, very pristine. 2-3 miles from there, I saw a woman standing on the left with full niqab and 2-3 children with her. I didn't pay attention. On the right and the left, every few yards, and then every few feet. And most of them were women and children. United Nations says that 80% of the people who are forced to flee and are in Bangladesh now are women and children, 80% of them. So I asked one such family, why are you standing? This is way after Maghrib. Why are you standing on the side of this road? And they said, we just came. We have nothing and nowhere to go. That's why we are standing here. And when you leave that little road, then there is nothing, no road. Alhamdulillah, Bangladeshi individuals, may Allah bless them, say Ameen. They're bringing whatever they got from hundreds of miles, loading whatever they have, and bringing it to these people. But situation is awful. People have to wait almost half a day or 2/3 of the day to get some food which will not last more a day. It's a disaster of the magnitude which requires transport helicopters because that little tiny road cannot do much. It's always clogged because people are bringing things. But then how to distribute to almost 1 million people? Fresh arrival, according to yesterday's report, are 604,000. But just 5-6 months ago, there were already 100,000 people who have come from last December to April. And then there are people who have been there for a while. So almost 1 million people dependent. Why they are dependent? Because they are not allowed to leave that area. There are 3 military posts. They cannot cross those. They cannot go anywhere. They must stay there. They cannot earn their livelihood. They cannot go to school. They are just dependent. But genocide is not there. Genocide is actually taking place in Burma. So whoever were lucky one who survived and came here, the other one who couldn't are not allowed to, because once the news and the reports started coming out, they blocked all the paths, muddy, woody, mountainous path to Bangladesh. Burmese military has blocked them. If you come from a tiny, many places which barely are possible, they have put landmines there. People are stepping on and dying because of that. Some villages, their new strategy is to starve them to death. So some villages are still there, the Rohingya Muslim is still inside. Their cattle are taken away, their grain is taken away. And when they go to the market, they get killed, or nobody wants to sell them anything because of the military. A real genocide is taking place. I was talking to a boy, name is Nur Muhammad. May Allah give him strength, pray please. He's a little boy. And I was talking to, he's just standing there. And these people, Rohingya people, very religious people. But one of the things which I don't find many in our community sometimes is sabr. These people have sabr like anything. I did not see any fights, although hardly any food is available. I did not see people shouting. I actually did not see many people crying either. They're just silent. And so I was talking to someone, and there were other people standing. So this boy, his face looked something. So I talked to him. What's your name? It's Nur Muhammad. Where is your hut? Hut because, these people are living, on the ground, there is a rice paddy field. Somebody owns that. So little hill is a jungle. So they will cut the little jungle and take the sticks from there and put a plastic sheet at the top. That's home. That's where they're living. And when it rains, it's all muddy. Once I was so stuck in the mud that they have to actually pull me out. But I was there, short period. They're living in that condition. So he said, I just hang around that, on that side. I don't have a hut. Where are your parents? He went silent. Other people told me his parents are killed. I asked him, where are your brothers and sisters? He said, I have 4 sisters and 3 brothers. They're all murdered. I asked him, do you have any memory of them? He took out a cell phone. It has 3 little kids there. I said, where are they? He said, they're my brother's children. They are murdered as well. Allah created us. He will take care of everyone. It's just our duty that are we taking care of ourselves? So I went on the hill and I, crossed the hill, you go through again the mud, which is also a drainage water, children playing there and all of that. And you ask, so I saw this sister, Tahmina, her name, 13-year-old girl, just 13-year-old. Parents and brothers and sisters killed. And they grabbed her and did the worst possible thing to her. No one in the world for her. And it's not her. We interviewed about 3 teenage girls, each one of them in the same situation. One of them got lucky. She thought her father has passed away. She's 14-year-old rape victim. And the United Nations surveyed, and they say 52% of all women they surveyed, Rohingya women, have been raped. 52% of them. So my brothers and sisters and young Muslims, blood of Muslim flows like water, and nobody seems to care for it. But we are turning it around. As I mentioned, 5 years ago, no one knew the word Rohingya, or there are Muslims in Burma. Thanks to a lot of Muslims doing little bit, at least it's there. French president has called it a genocide. 2, 3 other presidents, Prime Minister of Malaysia and President of Turkey has called it a genocide. And there are some solutions on the tables which are being pushed by us. And the second part of the khutbah I like to share with you, inshallah, when we are in this state, what are the things which we could do to turn it around? Not just for Muslims in Rohingya, but also for other people and our neighbors. وَقُلُوا قَوْلِي هَذَا وَاسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ لِي وَلَكُمْ وَلِسَائِرِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alladhi kafa, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad al-Mustafa. Dear brothers and sisters and young Muslims, the ayah of the Quran which I recited was the first portion of the khutbah is Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullah, O believers, adopt taqwa, be thoughtful of Allah, be considerate of Him. وَلْتَنْظُرُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ, and each one of you must consider, what are you doing for tomorrow? What have you done for tomorrow? Ittaqullah, fearful of God. Don't lie to yourself. Inna Allaha khabirun bima ta'malun. He is fully aware of each and everything which you do. So my brothers and sisters, Allah controls the world, we don't. But He will ask us at a time when tongue will not speak. Evidence will come. May God save us from our evidence coming from the left side. We hope it comes on the right side of our good deed. At that time, we will be asked, what did you do? So here's I suggest to you. One, it's a united effort. All Muslims are focused, are together. Go on burmataskforce.org or burmamuslims.org and sign up, because twice a week or once a week, we send out a notice to all people. Muslims and some American Buddhists are also on our side, supporting us. Many Christians and Jews are supporting what we are asking. So sign up. It takes, if you don't have much time, it takes 10 minutes of 2-3 phone calls. If you can spare an hour, there is more you can do per week. So this is one thing I like to share. Be part of that collective effort to turn it around. And we are having an impact. I told you, American Congress, controlled by Republicans, was the first elected body in the world to pass a resolution in support of Rohingya, thanks to we working together. Second thing which I like to share with you, pay attention to 3 things which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. If it was happening to Christians, it will be called genocide and they would have stopped it by now. But Muslims are worried too much, have a higher level of anxiety, but we waste too much time on TV and the coffee table talking about these issues. We need to do something about it. So I'll share three things. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not have as many people as in the masjid with him, he used them. First, he used each and every means of communication to convey the message. Believe in one God, follow me, together we will establish the peace. So each and every means of communication, you need to master that. It's good for job, good for family, and much needed for Islam. Second thing which he did was take care of people. Muslims were the one weak and slaves and being tortured and being beaten, nothing to eat. Sometimes there are 2 bricks on the tummy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But God keeps telling them, give, share, take care of poor people, and do it in a way that la nuridu minkum jazaa'an wa la shakura, that not even a thank you in return is expected, or no reward is expected. Taking care of humanity makes us a better human beings, so we can do higher things in life. And the third thing was, he was not alone. He developed coalitions with mushrikeen and Nasara and this and that. He was not alone in the society. He built coalition and took his cause forward. On that line, it is important for Muslims in America, who are not even 1% of America, but by working together, they were able to do in America what the largest Muslim countries in the world were unable to do for Rohingya people. So you are citizens. You must become responsible citizens. And there's nothing called active citizen and passive citizen. Just like there's nothing called active Muslim or passive Muslim. If you're a Muslim, you're a Muslim. A Muslim is a good citizen. A Muslim is a good neighbor. A Muslim is connected with the society. And that's where, when the political season is coming around, connecting, supporting, being with them is a process of empowering ourselves. If we were better empowered in this society, we would have stopped it yesterday. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? There is a process here. There was a time 70 years ago that Jewish people could not America did not allow the Jewish refugees running away from Nazi Germany to enter this country. A ship came, it would turn back 908 people, 50% of them murdered by Nazis. Everybody reads Anne Frank's book. Anne Frank's father begged for 2 years that I have 2 daughters. I don't care for myself. Please give them visa to survive. Both of them died in Nazi concentration camps. What did they do? Did they stood on the street and give Torah outside? No. They learned the art and means of communication to tell their stories. They started serving neighbors, develop a dialogue with people. They developed coalition and empowered themselves. My brothers and sisters, there are many, many Muslim issues. There's nothing we can do about those issues, except we become empowered here, not alone, standing with neighbors as a good citizen. And in that way, we'll be able to influence our government. So our tax money is used to save lives, not take lives. Are we at that stage at this moment? No. But inshallah, we will get there. Say inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, continue to give sabr to those Rohingya Muslims. Ya Allah, continue to bless those Bengalis who are bringing everything they got to serve those people. Ya Allah, give us tawfiq so we empower ourselves in this free country so we are able to influence its policies to be better policies. Allahumma rabbana arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. Inna Allah قال الله تعالى في كلامه المجيد إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد
كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم. Remember him, he will remember you. فاقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
استووا استقيموا واعتدلوا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو وزينة وتفاخر بينكم وتكاثر في الأموال والأولاد كمثل غيث أعجب الكفار نباته ثم يهيج فتراه مصفرا ثم يكون حطاما وفي الآخرة عذاب شديد ومغفرة من الله ورضوان وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور. سابقوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم وجنة عرضها السماوات والأرض أعدت للذين آمنوا بالله ورسله ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. ما أصاب من مصيبة في الأرض ولا في أنفسكم إلا في كتاب من قبل أن نبرأها إن ذلك على الله يسير. لكي لا تأسوا على ما فاتكم ولا تفرحوا بما آتاكم والله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum. There is a box for donations for Burma to save lives there. I would appreciate if you contribute to that. Assalamu alaikum.
Before our honorable guest comes, just a few announcements. Thanks to Brother Abdul Malik Mujahid that he came here, and despite of feeling not well, and mashallah, he delivered the khutbah, and he has undertaken other programs also. Tomorrow after Salatul Maghrib at 7 to 8 p.m. inshallah, he will be here to give an update on the situation of Rohingya Muslims. And tonight at 8 o'clock after Salatul Isha at ICLI, Islamic Center of Long Island, Westbury, inshallah, he is addressing and he is talking about the situation in Burma. And tomorrow from 4 to 6 at the Hillside Islamic Center, he will be addressing the Muslim leadership of New York, and there will be presidents and office bearers and imams, and he will be updating them on the situation, inshallah. And the speaker has told you that there are donation boxes upstairs and downstairs with the label Funds for Burma. Please give generously your funds, inshallah. The objectives are far higher, and the funds available to us are very humble and meager. So we request everyone that when checking out from the masjid, please donate for this great fund, inshallah. And we will make dua for those who are not feeling well, like Brother Ikram Khan, and also a relative of Brother Tariq, who told me, and one brother Masood Khan, whose father passed away, and we make dua for him. Allah subhanahu. Masood Khan is the one who used to live close to masjid, but he's not living anymore. So his janazah was here at 11 o'clock. And all others who passed away, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. And those who are not feeling well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them Sihatun Kamila Ajila, inshallah, including the wife of Brother Saadi Shirwani, and Sister Kaniz, and Brother Ghulam Muhammad, and Brother Fiyaz Sheikh, and Daniel Sayyid, everyone, Brother Sajid, and all of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them good siha, inshallah. Allahumma arzuqhum sihatun kamilatun ajila. اللهم انت شافي لا شفاء الا شفاءك شفاء لا يغادر سقما. نسال الله العظيم رب العرش العظيم ان يشفيهم ويشفينا. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم ارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين. اللهم انصر المسلمين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المسلمين في برما. اللهم انصرهم بنصرك العزيز. اللهم انصرهم بنصرك العزيز. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلق محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. آمين.
If Legislator Monica is here or the Commissioner is here, please make your way up front. They're running from meeting to meeting, only 1 week left for election, so it's a busy time, so must be stuck in the traffic. But if you can stay back a few minutes, if he doesn't come, then of course we will disperse.
Where do I go? Do you know Elmhurst Islamic Center?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually go there for community service. Can I do community service here?
Yes, yes.
I always said
Yeah, yes, stay here. I will. Just give him secret.
He described all this.